Anthony Moreno.
This code, this one didn't respond. So
And you want to what's your name for?
I didn't see it.
Anthony A. Moreno.
Way out of order, Dale. What's going on?
Okay.
Just waiting, Your Honor.
Okay.
For the one for East Area Court. Noriega.
Your Honor, this is Court Interpreter Pedro Davis with no Spanish speakers at tonight's list, apparently.
Dale, no Spanish speakers tonight, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, if we cover that we need you, we'll let you know. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Good night.
This next question.
I speak English.
No, that was just, we were just letting the we always have an interpreter just in case. At the beginning of the session, and we were just letting him go. So it had nothing to do with you. All right, Mr. Moreno, I have a number of things here for you.
Uh-huh.
I have 2 warrants out of Pima County Justice Court, both going back to 2021. One for indecent behavior on drinking in public, August 6th of 2021, failing to appear on October 7th of 2021. And then another one from December 22nd of 2021 for criminal trespass. So failure to appear within April of this year.
This is. What? Did they write the work? Thank you.
I'm going to appoint Caitlin Waters to represent you on these charges. Set a court date for you for the 11th. That's Tuesday. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Your bond is $500. Post the bond on this matter. No contact with alleged victims, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I also have a stack of files here out of Tucson City Court. I have charges from December 22nd of 2022 for drinking in public, along with failures to appear. It looks like most recently was in April of this year.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I called.
Let me finish. Drinking in public, August the 12th of 2022, failing to appear August of that year, and again in April of this year, among others. Drinking in public, criminal littering, criminal trespass, September 3rd of 2024, failing to appear on September 16th of 2024. And again, earlier this year. And charges for criminal damage. October 12th of 2024. Failing to appear in court. We'll reappoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Bond on these will also be $500. If you post the bond, your court date will be September the 8th at 2:00 in the afternoon. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on Friday, a week from today, at 1:45, unless your attorneys decide to move the court date if you're still being held on the justice court matters. Thank you, Mr. Moreno.
Thank you.
All the way up, obviously, with the rest of the match.
Outside?
Brian?
Maristo?
All about it.
Good evening, I'm just saying, you are
Antonio Maristo.
Mr. Maristo. I have a number of things here. We'll start with a matter out of Pima County Justice Court. Charges from August 5th of 2023, 2 years ago, for shoplifting. Looked like you were supposed to be in court in May of this year. Perhaps some other times.
We'll do 7:30.
We'll appoint John Ellis to represent you on these charges. Your court date will be on Monday at 1:00. Bond is $500. You're not to return to the incident location. Then I have quite a stack of files here for you out of Tucson City Court. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 files for you. We have current charges from today for criminal trespass. 3200 North Oracle. I have charges that go back to June 16th of 2020. Disorderly conduct and criminal damage. Along with failing to appear most recently on June the 11th, after you were released from custody a month before that. Charges for criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia, August 11th of 2022, failing to appear August 24th of 2022. Charges for possession of prescription-only drugs, possession of paraphernalia, possession of drugs in a drug-free school zone, December 28th of 2022, failing to appear, January 10th of 2023,
Charges.
and again in June, possession of paraphernalia, July 1st of 2023, failing to appear July the 12th of 2023, and again in June of this year. Criminal trespass, December 12th of 2023, failing to appear December the 16th of 2023. Possession of paraphernalia, December 14th of 2023, failing to appear December the 27th of 2023. Possession of paraphernalia, December the 21st of 2024, failing to appear on March the 15th, March the 5th of 2024. Criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia on March 30th of 2024, failing to appear on April the 10th. Charges for criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, possession of prescription-only drugs on April 17th of 2024, failing to appear on April the 30th. Charges for criminal trespass on May 5th of 2024, failing to appear on June the 26th. Criminal trespass on July 16th of 2024, failing to appear on July the 29th. Possession of paraphernalia, possession of prescription-only drugs on October 16th of 2024, failing to appear in court. Shoplifting and possession of paraphernalia on November 23rd of 2024. 4500 North Oracle. Failing to appear. Criminal trespass on March 7th of this year, failing to appear on March the 20th. And possession of paraphernalia on May the 10th of this year. You were seen the next day, you were released. And given a court date of June the 11th, and you didn't appear. June. I need to look at the paperwork from June the 11th. Yeah, third page, never gets pulled out. Just FYI. All right, bond is $2,499. You posted the bond recorded September the 15th at 2:30 in Tucson City Court. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen next Friday at 1:45 unless your attorney asks to move the court date. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You're not to have contact with any victims. You're not to go back to the incident locations, which include Tucson Mall, 333 West Glen, 3200 North Oracle, 2592 East Seneca, 2332 North Oracle, 270 West Navajo, 255 West Flores, 3655 North Oracle, 2704 North 9th, and 2055 North Pole. I would suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Maristo. How many files do we have? How many files do we have?
For him?
Yeah.
Within case, 16.
Good evening, I'm Judge Ted, and you, sir.
My name is Jacob Foster.
Mr. Foster.
Yes, ma'am.
I have current citations charging you with disorderly conduct, criminal damage, and resisting arrest. Alleged to have occurred earlier today. I also have charges for 2 counts of assault, 1 count of disorderly conduct. Also alleged to have occurred earlier today. And additional charges of disorderly conduct and criminal damage.
So it's 1 count of. Oh, sorry.
No, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 charges. All from today. We've got 2 counts of disorderly conduct, 3 counts of disorderly conduct, 2 counts of criminal damage, 1 count of resisting arrest, and 2 counts of assault.
Okay.
Your next court date on this matter is going to be September the 9th at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. It's in front of Judge Mayhew, who's usually in courtroom 6 on the 2nd floor. You're not to have contact with any of the victims in this matter. You're not to consume any alcohol, possess any illegal drugs. You're not to return to 3255 South Wilmot or to the victims' residences or workplaces. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Foster.
So, ma'am, am I getting released today?
As long as you follow those conditions, yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you very much.
You know. Get in there, man. Good evening.
Evening.
Good night, Turner.
I'm Judge Tate, and you're Miss Turner.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I've never done this on the camera before. You're usually in person.
Well, not on these types of charges, we're not. All right, citations charging you with domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, and domestic violence criminal damage. Alleged to have occurred earlier today. Well, that's not very nice. Hang on, it just kicked me out of the program that I need. Your next court date on this matter is going to be September the 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon. You'll be released on your signature and promise to appear. That court date will be in Tucson City Court, in courtroom number 10 on the 3rd floor. No alcohol, illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons. You're not to have any contact with Ms. Romero or her children. Do you understand that?
I live in the home.
Not anymore, you don't.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not to return within 3 blocks of the residence. You can go back once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings.
Okay.
You're not to go near her workplace or to the children's school.
Correct.
Substance abuse and behavioral health assessments, and any recommended treatment. Do you understand?
No, ma'am, I'm 5 years sober.
Well, that's fine. You still need to do behavioral health assessment. Do you understand that?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Right? Thank you, Ms. Turner.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Do you want to continue with the new arrestees, or should we bring those who are already housed? We have them all.
Let's go back up to the top of the list.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Felix Norie.
Mr. Norie. I have a warrant here charging you with possession of paraphernalia on June 16th of this year, failing to appear on July 21st.
Okay. May I say something?
You don't really need to at this point. You may if you wish, but
I quashed that warrant on the 25th of last month.
no, you
Quashed it.
No, you did not quash it. You came in and you got a hearing to have it quashed.
No. I quashed it, and my next court date for it is on the 11th.
And that
I went back.
that is a motion to quash hearing.
Yes.
So the hearing is to quash the warrant. So you did.
Oh, okay.
actually- Okay,
And that's on the 11th, right?
right, but we're gonna change that.
Okay.
Do you know when your next felony court date is?
Tuesday, on the 12th.
Thank you. Because that hadn't been updated yet, so I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure the time, but I know it's Tuesday.
It'll be at 1:30. That's when those are held. Your next court date on the misdemeanor matter is October the 16th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
If you are still in custody, then the City Public Defender's Office will keep you updated and keep the court updated. If you're out of custody, you need to appear.
Okay.
No alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
But you are released on this matter.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Your Honor, the next person on the list is Subia. He was temporary outside the jail, but he just returned, so we are about to bring him at the
Okay.
moment. So we can move to the next one, who's Rivera.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Monica Luna Rivera.
Ms. Rivera. I have an imminent complaint here charging with 5 counts of aggravated domestic violence and domestic violence aggravated harassment, violating order of protection. Will appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Your Honor, from defense, I would note that Ms. Rivera is disabled, unemployed, and a lifelong resident. She's also being held on other charges. I would ask that her bond be set at $15,000.
Preliminary hearing date is going to be August the 18th at 1:30. Bond will be $25,000. You'll be in a institution of pretrial services if you post that bond. You'd have no contact with your brother Arturo. You need to comply with all court orders, including orders of protection. You're not to go near his residence or workplace, no alcohol, illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. And I'd suggest that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you.
What is that? So what? It's Judge Lawyer. Mr. Judge, hello. Good morning. Is it good morning? Good evening. I'm sorry.
Your Honor, we have Subia.
Sorry, Your Honor. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. How do you help? Where are you? Is that like sorry, what's going on? Let me also talk about the August. You can see it's where she at her. Okay, I can see her. It's just cold and crazy. I'm finally got some bacon also. I think I'm trying to understand. Let's see. She's looking. Let's see. Okay, Your Honor. Is it 7:40? That's it.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
I'm Mr. Subia, ma'am. Your Honor, thank you. I just want to know what I charge here, please. Thank you. Oh, be quiet. Okay. If you want. I understand. That's something. She went, okay.
Mr. Subia, I've got one count of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, one count of domestic, disorderly conduct, both alleged to have occurred
What the hell? I don't
yesterday. The vicinity of your mother's residence on 22nd, on Second Street. We're going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges. You have no contact with Cassandra Garcia or Vanita Aguilar. You're not to go to either of their residences or workplaces. You can go back to your mother's residence once with law enforcement to get your personal belongings. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, behavioral health and substance abuse assessment, and any recommended treatment, and your bond is $500. So your next court date, if you are still in custody, will be next Friday at 1:45, unless your attorney asks the court to move it. If you post the bond, your court date is September the 8th at 9 a.m. Right? Thank you, Mr. Subia. You see my note on the bottom of the page. Good evening, I'm Judge Hayden. You, sir, are
Good evening. Juan Francisco Salceto.
Mr. Salcedo. Interim complaint charging you with one count of burglary, one count of trafficking in stolen property, alleged to have occurred on or about the 18th of April.
I was just informed of that today, man. Yes.
We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Your Honor, I agree that a bond would be appropriate in this case, given that Mr. Salcedo is in custody on other charges. I would ask for that bond to be $1,000.
Preliminary hearing date is going to be August the 18th at 1:30. Bond is $1,500. If you post the bond, you'll be under distribution of pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't return to the incident locations, either the yard or the scrap metal dealer. You no scrap or metal sales. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'd say that you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Salcedo. Good evening. I'm Judge Shayad and you are,
Mr. Swafford, Adam Swafford.
Mr. Fox. So you had a court hearing earlier today, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what was the result of that hearing?
I was released to pretrial services to a treatment center as of tomorrow,
Okay.
to a rehab.
All right. Well, looks like they found a warrant here for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Charges, it looks like from April the 14th of this year for burglary and theft. Cochise County. Do we have a copy of the warrant, Alma? I don't in the file. Swafford? SWAFFORD? Looks like they've got two warrants for you out of Cochise County. One for a misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, failure to appear, and one for burglary and theft.
Yes, Your Honor. It's because I was locked up here in Pima County.
I haven't seen the warrants yet, so I don't know when they issued. Thank you. On the Superior Court matter, they've requested a bond of $10,000. I will reduce that bond to $2,500. I am also noting that you were released to pretrial services, transferred to treatment center effective tomorrow on the Pima County matters. I will also note that you've been in custody at Pima County Jail since May the 5th. So hopefully when the judge in Bisbee sees this, they'll deal with things appropriately. Just in case they have not come to get you yet, we'll set a court date for September the 8th at 9 a.m. Hopefully you'll have managed to get resolved so that you can get the treatment that you need, but given your history, I can't release you on this warrant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then we also have a misdemeanor warrant. Disorderly conduct, threats and intimidation, and criminal trespass from April the 30th. I'll reduce this bond from $2,000 and a weird amount of change to $100. They've got 24 hours to make arrangements to get you on this misdemeanor, or to make arrangements to get you in a total of 72 hours to actually pick you up. If not, you'll be released on this matter and you'll need to contact the Benson Justice Court to set a court date on this. Or you'll need to appear there on August the 22nd at 9 a.m. You don't have to have contact with the victims or return to the incident location.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Swafford. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
I'm Alonzo J. Block.
Mr. Bullock, I have citations charging you with 2 counts of disorderly conduct, two counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. And one count of criminal trespass. Alleged it occurred earlier today.
Of course. They have. Yeah. That's it's like everybody do legal personalities. They have. So. Cards are good.
Have with the thing that we're seeing on it earlier this week. I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges and set a bond of $500. If you post the bond, your court date will be September the 3rd at 9:30 in the morning. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seeing this coming Friday at 1:45. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Alfreda Harris, Michael Miranda, Ramiko Rodriguez, or the baby. You're not to return to 2734 North Plummer. Do you understand that?
Understood. Yeah, I understand.
Right? Thank you, Mr. Bullock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are,
Robert
and your last name, Robert?
Mccuba.
And jail his parole placed to hold.
No, Your Honor, no hold at this time.
I have an imminent complaint charging you with criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia. Alleged occurred earlier today. We'll appoint legal advocate to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services for Mr. Mccuba or a reduction in the bond amount requested by the state. I'll note that Mr. Mccuba is unemployed, so any bond amount would have the effect of holding him in custody at this time.
Given that he's been on parole for perhaps 2 weeks, but definitely less than a month, releases to pretrial services is not appropriate. Bond will be $5,000. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no contact with alleged victims, no return to within 2 blocks of the incident location. You need to contact your parole officer within 24 hours of your release. Preliminary hearing date will be August 18th at 1:30. I'd suggest you not discuss them with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Mccuba.
Hey.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shea, and you, sir, are,
Rico,
in your last name, Mr.?
Sosa,
Mr. Sosa, I have current charges charging you with 2 counts of criminal damage and 3 counts of disorderly conduct. These are alleged to have occurred earlier today.
I keep hurting me.
I also have charges for domestic violence, criminal damage, alleged to have occurred on April the 26th of this year. Looks like you were supposed to be in court on June the 2nd. Didn't appear. You were then in custody on June the 28th and released. Told to be in court on July 28th, and you didn't appear then.
I've been homeless.
Charges for
I'm
domestic violence,
crying.
charges for domestic violence assault on June the 28th.
I drew on my brother's couch with a green marker. It was
And I have charges for criminal damage on April the 9th and failing to appear. Given the number of charges and your failure to appear history, I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Bond is going to be $500. If you post the bond, your next court will be September the 8th at 9 o'clock. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen next Friday at 1:45 unless your attorneys move the court date. You're not to have any contact with any of the victims, including Annie Grace and Jonathan Madriz. You're not to go to 610 East Delano, 2740 North First, 2907 North First. 3910 East 22nd Street. $23.80 North Fourth. If you have personal belongings at any of those residences, you may go back once with a law enforcement officer to get those personal belongings. Thank you, Mr. Sosa. Second page needs to be filled out, but I signed the first page. This is both pages. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, you are?
I'm Zoe Iverson. Zoe Salem Iverson.
Ms. Iverson.
Yes.
Have a current citation charging you with domestic violence criminal, well, from 2 days ago, domestic violence criminal damage, domestic violence disorderly conduct on August 6th.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
I also have charges from today for possession of paraphernalia. I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges. We'll set the bond at $250. If you post the bond, your next court date will be September the 15th at 2:00 in the afternoon in the Tucson City Court. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seeing this Friday at 1:45 unless the public attorney's office requests or moves the court date. You're not to have any contact with your mother. You're not to go back to her residence. Do you understand that?
Yes, I understand.
No alcohol or illegal drugs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Amber Wicks.
Mr. Wicks, Ms. Wicks. I have charge here from March the 27th for domestic violence violation of a court order. Charges for criminal trespass today. Have charges from July 23rd of last year. Domestic violence, criminal damage, and possession of prescription-only drugs. Failing to appear in court after release from ARC. Charges for violation of a court order on August 4th of, 2nd of last year, as well as domestic violence, criminal damage. Threats alleged to have occurred on July 31st of last year. Two counts of domestic violence violation of a court order, August the 6th of last year. Domestic violence disorderly conduct. And charges from February 26th of this year. Criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia. Two counts, one count of possession of prescription-only drug. And failing to appear in court. Will reappoint the public defender's office to represent you on charges. Your next court date is going to be August the 14th at 1:45. Your bond is $500. You'd have no contact with your mother. You're not to go back to 3810 North Romero. You're not to go to any Circle K stores. No alcohol or illegal drugs, and no acts of domestic violence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Thank you. What can I say?
All right.
All right, do we have multiple defendants in the courtroom? They're still getting them in. What's our status? Do we now have multiple defendants in the courtroom?
Yes, Judge.
This is addressed to everyone in the courtroom. So I need you to listen for just a few moments. This is the time set for initial appearances on felony matters. That's the time for you to be formally advised of the charges against you. For me to appoint counsel as appropriate and set conditions of release. It is not the time to talk about facts of cases or ask that charges be dismissed. Conditions of release will always include that you violate no laws, that you appear at all court dates, that you remain within the state of Arizona unless you receive permission of the court to leave the state. There may be additional conditions based on your history, your circumstances, and the events that occurred. Other than the course of any sort of assessment or treatment, I would strongly suggest that you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney. If you have misdemeanor matters, it's the time for arraignment or initial appearance on those matters as well. They will be in different courts, different court dates. Your attorney will not represent you on them, or if it is an attorney, it will be a different attorney, most likely than the one that's on your felony matter. So if your felony attorney tells you you don't have to appear in court, if you have other court dates in other courts, you still need to appear. On misdemeanors, if it's a class 1 misdemeanor, conditions of release include not appearing, or excuse me, not leaving the state of Arizona, but it will also always include that you violate no laws and appear at all courts. And you, sir, are
John Pablo.
Mr. Alvarado Carrillo. I have an interim complaint charging you with prohibited possession of a firearm, possession of dangerous drugs for sale, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotics, possession of paraphernalia, and possession of a firearm during a drug offense alleged to have occurred earlier today. I also have a note that you do have a parole hold. Parole warrant. We'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, given that Mr. Alvarado Carrillo has a Department of Corrections hold, I do agree that a bond would be appropriate. I would ask that it be less than the $25,000 requested by the state. He does have housing available and he is employed.
Preliminary hearing, it'll be August the 18th at 1:30. Bond will be $20,000. If you post the bond, you'll be the supervisor of pretrial services. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, but you've got the DOC parole hold, so chances of you actually getting released are less than large. Again, no firearms or ammunition. And I'd suggest you not discuss the matter with anyone except your attorney. Thank you, Mr. Alvarado Carrillo.
Marco.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade and you, sir, are
Marco Chavez.
Mr. Chavez. In a complaint charges possession of dangerous drugs and possession of paraphernalia. Appears that you may be eligible to participate in a pre-indictment diversion program, at least to be screened for that possibility. The program would require you to participate in a treatment program for a period of time. It's designed to fit your needs. It would result in a dismissal of the charges before any formal charge. Are you interested in exploring that program?
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll appoint legal defender's office to represent you on these charges, release you to the third-party custody of pretrial services. No alcohol, illegal drugs. Time waived for preliminary hearing, counsel?
Yes, Judge.
Preliminary hearing date will be set for September the 22nd at 1:30, but your next court date is August the 18th at 9 a.m. in Pima County Superior Court. Do you understand that you need to be present at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to comply with pretrial services.
Yes, ma'am.
I also have a misdemeanor file here for you. I have charges from June 23rd of this year for criminal trespass and then failing to appear. Your next court date on this is going to be on the 8th of September at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Tucson City Court in front of Judge Farina, who's usually in courtroom number 9 on the 2nd floor. No, again, no alcohol, illegal drugs. You need to comply with steps. And you're not to go back to 333 West Glen. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Would it be okay if we have Lopez Isaiah at the end?
If that works better, if there's an issue, sure.
All right, thank you.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade and you, sir.
Angel Martin Enriquez.
Mr. Enriquez, I have charges here, warrant out of Pima County Superior Court, charging you with burglary in the 3rd degree, theft of means of transportation, alleged occurred on June the 17th of this year, tampering with physical evidence, possession of paraphernalia, possession of narcotic drugs on June 21st. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Set an arraignment for a week from today. That's the 15th at 1:30 in the afternoon. And did either counsel wish to be heard on condition?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would note that Mr. Enriquez does have housing, although he is unemployed at the time, and he is a longtime resident of Arizona and Tucson specifically. So I would ask for a bond amount to be less than what has been asked by the state.
Bond amount will remain in the bond on the warrant, which is $2,500. Pretrial services, supervision if you post the bond, no contact with the alleged victims, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment to the extent that it's available while you're in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you are out of custody. You're not to have contact with the alleged victims or return to the incident locations. Then I also have new charges. Possession of dangerous drugs and possession of paraphernalia. Appears that you may be eligible to participate in a program, a pre-indictment diversion program. Is eligible for screening for that matter. Steps would result in you participating in a series of treatment designed to meet your situation and would result in a dismissal of the charges before formal charging. Did you want to explore that possibility?
Yes.
Then we'll set a steps hearing for August the 18th at 9 a.m. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
No, Judge.
No, Judge, if you're holding him on the other case, I think a bond in this case would be appropriate.
All right, then we'll hold you on a $500 bond on this case. And at this time, we'll set a preliminary hearing date of August the 18th at 1:30. And again, no alcohol or illegal drugs, behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment. Thank you, Mr. Enriquez.
Oops.
So I'm just checking to see you're on your toes today. Evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
Luis Enriquez.
Mr. Enriquez. Interim complaint here charging you with unlawful discharge of a firearm. Alleged to have occurred, looks like sometime late yesterday. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and if either counsel wish to be heard on conditions.
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Judge, I would ask for release to pretrial services for Mr. Enriquez. Based on the pretrial matrix, he's a level 1 nonviolent, and he has no history of failing to appear, no felony history. He is a full-time construction worker, and he does have housing. He lives with his wife, who is currently expecting, and he does provide for his wife and their soon-to-be born child. So I'd ask for release to pretrial services, Judge.
Preliminary hearing is going to be August the 28th at 1:30. You'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. You'll participate in monitoring treatment under their supervision, including no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. If you have any other firearms, they need to be surrendered to Tucson Police Department immediately. You're not to return to the incident location. You're not to have contact with your co-defendant or co-defendants except through legal counsel. There's to be no firearms in your residence or any vehicles you are in. There's to be no firearms in your presence. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Stop talking.
Thank you, Mr. Evening, I'm going to say it. You are.
Katherine Foley. Good evening.
Ms. Foley, I have an interim complaint here charging you with secondary burglary.
Yes, ma'am.
Heard on or about July the 2nd. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges, and that either counsel wish to be heard on conditions.
Nothing further, Judge.
Your Honor, I'll note that Miss Foley recently did get a caregiving job. She's supposed to start that soon. She's worried about the individual that she's supposed to be caregiving for if she's not able to get out of custody. And she does have a lead on housing as well. She is a longtime resident and she does have friends and family work here. So she does have significant community ties.
She also has a pretty significant failure to appear history on similar misdemeanor charges, so.
Promise I'll show up. Your Honor, I've been trying to get my life back in order, and I know I missed court. I mean, it's kind of a leap in it. I got sexually assaulted in between that court date and this felony charge that is pending. I missed court. I had every intention of going. I want my life back in order, and that's what I'm trying to do. Which I did, and I didn't catch any new charge today.
Preliminary hearing date is going to be August the 18th at 1:30. Bond will be $2,500. You post the bond, you'll be to the Division of Pretrial Services. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no contact with the alleged victims. You don't return to the incident location.
Okay.
Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment as available in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you're out of custody, and you don't go back within 3 blocks of 3142 North Balboa. Do you understand that?
Yeah, but I can't book family or friends that could pay for that.
Talk with your attorney about that. I also have misdemeanor charges.
Yes, ma'am.
I have charges from May the 14th for criminal trespass at 1067 West Miracle Mile. Failing to appear in court on May the 25th. I have charges for criminal damage and criminal trespass on May 31st of last year. City of Glennon, Balboa. Failure to appear in court on June the 13th.
Oh, listen, I got raped. Like, school. Yeah, can I speak to her?
Your next court date on these matters is going to be October the 16th at 9 a.m. That will be a non-transport review if you are still in custody. If you are out of custody, you need to appear. City Public Defender's Office will be appointed to represent you on these charges, although they may be withdrawn once you are out of custody. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment. You don't go back to 1067 West Miracle Mile. I have contact with the victims in these matters. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am. I don't even know if they can stay off your room. It's not. It's very easy.
Good evening, Dr. Shaded. You are
Mario Hernandez Gonzalez.
Mr. Gonzalez, and a complaint in charge with unlawful discharge of a firearm. We'll appoint legal defender's office to represent you on these charges, and that either counsel wish to be heard further.
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would ask for release to pretrial services. I'll note that Mr. Gonzalez has no history of failing to appear, no felony history.
Counsel, nope, what I did with his co-defendant.
I'm sorry, Judge.
He is a co-defendant with Mr. Enriquez.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so just make note of that.
Yes, Judge. I believe you also released Mr. Enriquez to pretrial services. I could be misremembering.
And if I was not inclined to release Mr. Gonzalez, I would not have set a court date for August the 28th.
Okay, Judge.
Okay? All right. I'm going to release you to the third party custody of pretrial services. You'll comply with monitoring and treatment under their supervision, including no alcohol or illegal drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't possess any firearms or weapons. If you have any other firearms, those need to be turned over to Tucson Police immediately.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You don't have any contact with co-defendant or any potential co-defendants except through legal counsel. You're not to return to the incident locations.
Yes, ma'am.
No firearms in your residence or vehicles. There is no firearms in your presence. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And again, preliminary hearing date's August 28th at 1:30.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Fayette. You are
Chantal Rhea.
okay. What happened to Mr. Martin?
We asked earlier to move Mr. Martin and the other one as the last, if possible.
I didn't request Mr. Martin. I just heard you request the others. All right, thank you.
Thank you. But the Martin, sorry?
It's not.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Actually, Mr. Martin is being brought right here, right now. So if we can go back.
We'll deal with Ms. Ray first unless Mr. Martin's gonna be disruptive.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade and you are? Again, Ms.
Antonio?
Chantel Ray, is that correct?
Yes.
Ms. Ray, I have an interim complaint charging you with theft of means of transportation, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of paraphernalia. These are alleged to have occurred earlier today. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
No, Judge, I agree with the state that pretrial is appropriate.
I'm rather concerned with your failure to appear and failure to comply history, frankly. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 files out of city court. 3 of them, it looks like a failure to complies. The others all have failures to appear.
Give me one more chance, please.
In this felony matter, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Substance abuse assessment and treatment.
Okay.
Comply with pretrial services. You don't have contact with the alleged victims in this matter.
Shut up.
And again, your preliminary hearing date will be August the 28th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Pima County Justice Court. Other than the course of the assessment and treatment, I'd suggest you not discuss the matter with anyone except your attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd also have a misdemeanor warrant out of Pima County Justice Court. And possession of paraphernalia along with failing to appear. Your next court date on this matter is going to be August the 18th at 9:30 in the morning in the Pima County Justice Court. Your attorney does not represent you on this matter. If your attorney says you don't need to appear in court, you still need to be in justice court on August the 18th at 9:30. Do you understand that?
Say it again.
Sorry, Judge, she was muted. She said yes.
You're not to return to the incident location. And again, the substance abuse assessment and treatment. Now we'll talk about the stack of files out of Tucson City Court. I have charges for possession of paraphernalia, possession of prescription-only drug, possession of drugs in a drug-free school zone from March 31st of 2023, failing to appear on April the 11th of 2023. And then it looks like you were supposed to be in court in March of 24. After you were given a court a chance to show up in court, and you didn't.
Yes.
We also have charges from December 9th of 2023 for criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia, again with failures to appear. I have charges for possession of paraphernalia on June 21st of 2024. Failing to appear on July 31st of 2024. Possession of paraphernalia on January 1st of this year, failing to appear on January the 14th. Charges for shoplifting, December 30th of 2022. Then I have petition to revoke probation on charges of criminal trespass. Criminal trespass, shoplifting, failing to appear, shoplifting, failing to appear. So you failed to comply with your treatment agency and failed to appear in court. You're supposed to be doing substance abuse counseling. This was back almost 3 years ago. Are you still connected with Kodak?
I'm just a nigger. I got her. I'm just.
Still connected with Kodak. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Judge. She said she's still connected with Kodak.
Yes.
Clear, is clear. Chavez, 2104.
And you need to understand that on those petitions revoked, if you don't show up in court, don't comply, there's still 153 days. Could be ordered on those matters. So you need to really step it up. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to comply with your treatment, including the substance abuse treatment assessment. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go back to 5117 South Calle, Santa Cruz, 5663 South 12th. Any Fry's, Circle K, Quick Trips, or Walmarts. Your next court date will be August the 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Suggest you contact the public defender's office between now and then. They're on the 6th floor at City Court, or their phone number is 791-484-57. Thank you, Ms. Ray. Right, thank you, Ms. Ray. Ms. Ray. And jail, we're ready for the next defendant as soon as Ms. Ray wakes up. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are.
What's up?
What's your name?
Prince William Terrell Martin.
Mr. Martin, interim complaint charging you with possession of narcotic drugs, possession of paraphernalia, and 2 counts of criminal damage. Alleged occurred yesterday. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. And did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Martin, I need you to be quiet so that your attorney can speak for just a moment. All right.
Your Honor, in this case, I do think that a bond would probably be appropriate. I would ask for less than $15,000, but I'll leave that to the discretion of Your Honor. Thank you.
Preliminary hearing date will be August the 18th at 1:30 in the afternoon. No contact with alleged victims, return to the incident location, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment is available while in custody or under the direction of pretrial services if you post the $10,000 bond. Thank you, Mr. Martin. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are?
Jane Sorenson.
Ms. Sorenson, I have a number of things here for you. We have an inter complaint charging with 4 counts of aggravated shoplifting, 4 counts of organized retail theft. Aggravated assault and organized retail theft. Additional charges, possession of dangerous drug, possession of paraphernalia. And another set of charges for aggravated shoplifting and organized retail theft. We'll appoint legal defender to represent you on these charges, and did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Nothing further from the state.
Judge, I think that a lower bond amount would be appropriate for Ms. Sorenson. She does have an employment and she does have housing available. And as far as her Maricopa warrants, she did realize that she had the date wrong and has made an attempt to quash those warrants online. So she is trying to be on top of it, Judge.
Huh.
And Judge, she's indicated she'll do, anything that is required of her when she is released from custody, whatever pretrial services asks her.
All right, preliminary hearing need to be August the 18th at 1:30. Conditions of release include no alcohol or illegal drugs, no driving without a valid license, not returning to Park Place Mall or any Old Navy or Victoria's Secret stores, regardless of their location. Substance abuse assessment and treatment is available while in custody or under the direction of pretrial services. If you are out of custody, bond is $7,500. If you post the bond, you'll be in a division of pretrial services. Then we have 2 warrants out of Maricopa County Superior Court. Charges from July of 2020, aggravated driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs. 2 counts, 1 count of false reporting. And additional charges from January 9th of 2021. Aggravated driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs, again, 2 counts. I'll honor the $5,500 bonds that they've requested. Pretrial services, if you post the bonds. We'll set a review hearing for September the 8th at 9 a.m. to see the status of other holds. What if you've been released on your other matters to see the status if they've picked you up? Hold on.
Judge, did you have anything else for Miss Sorenson?
Yes. Yes, I definitely do.
Apologies, Judge.
Just I realized I had those two Maricopa and Polk counties on two different sets of paperwork, so I had to go back and correct those.
May you say something, Your Honor?
I suggest you not say anything without talking to counsel first.
I mean, we can do this. No, we can do this.
All right, so apparently they split up the Pima County matters as well, so there's $100 bond on the other Pima County matter. But yes, we're still not through. Because I have charges out of Tucson City Court. Misdemeanor charges for shoplifting alleged to have occurred today. At Lowe's on Fort Lowell on March the 19th. Charges for shoplifting on or about March the 19th. At Lowe's on or about February 24th. And I don't have the location on that because we got the wrong second page. I have charges for shoplifting, possession of personal drugs, possession of paraphernalia on December 21st of 2023. 3699 East Broadway. The target. Along with failures to appear. I'll release you on these charges, but again, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go to Target, or Lowe's, or Park Place Mall. The Defender's Office will represent you at least while you're in custody. If you're still in custody on October the 16th, then they'll deal with it then. If you are out of custody, you need to appear. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Sorenson.
Thank you, ma'am.
Here before.
Good evening. I'm Judge Tate, and you, sir, are
Gentlemen,
Mr. Tilman, in a complaint charging with organized retail theft. We'll appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges, and I, the counsel, wish to be heard further on conditions.
Nothing further from the state.
Judge, I would ask for the bond amount to be set to the amount of $5,000 in this case. Although the Mr. Tolman is unemployed, but he is a lifelong resident and has friends and family who live here. So he does have community ties, and I think $5,000 would be able to secure his presence at his future court dates.
Preliminary hearing date's August the 18th at 1:30. Bond will be $5,000. If you post the bond, you'll be distributing pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go to any incident location or within a half a mile of the Spectrum Mall. Do you understand that? Substance abuse assessment and treatment. I also have a warrant out of South Tucson for criminal trespass, failing to appear. You're not to return to that incident location, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Looks like we've got a couple warrants out of South Tucson, 3. So bond on these will be $250 cash. And Michael Vaughn is appointed to represent you on those charges. And again, you're not to return to any of those incident locations. Then we have charges out of Tucson City Court. July 1st of this year for shoplifting and possession of paraphernalia, 6317 East Broadway.
The council.
With the city public defender's office to represent you on these charges, but I will release you on these charges. We'll set a review hearing date for October 26th, 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. If you're still in custody, then the city public defender's office will keep you informed and keep the court informed. Thank you, Mr. Tilman.
Lopez.
Good evening. I'm Judge Shade and you are.
Isaiah Lopez.
Yeah. Council wish to waive reading?
Yes, Judge.
I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you on these charges and that either council wish to be heard further on conditions.
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, I agree with Mr. Terrace that pretrial services is appropriate here.
You're going to be released from the third-party custody of pretrial services. You participate in monitoring and treatment under their supervision, including no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons. You're not to share any photographs. You're not to use the internet. You don't have any contact with the alleged victim except through superior court order. You also you need to comply with the behavioral health assessment and recommended treatment. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary hearing date will be August the 28th at 1:30. All right, thank you. Yeah, don't shut off. Counsel?
Yes, Judge.
Just a quick FYI, at least in dealing with me, you might want to not suggest a bond because sometimes I might be thinking of something lower than what you're suggesting.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right, and again, like on that codependent case, if I'm planning on holding the second codependent, then the first codependent will have to have an end date. So